Coach, you guys were able to earn a split today. Tell me about the first game. What Brown was able to do to pull out the victory.
They isolated very well, and they were able to gain a lot of ejections on our guys. They passed the ball really well. They kicked it in the set, got us kicked out before our help could come, and we were down often, and they took advantage of their 6-on-5s.
Tell me about game two. The importance of getting this victory.
It's extremely. I mean, just winning games right now for our group is important. We've lost a lot of close ones, and we're having trouble getting over the hump. So the one thing that we've proved is we can play with everybody. We're playing with a lot of great teams. We've so far have been in every game in the league so far in our league contests, and had some chances to win almost basically every game out of our league contests. Now it's a matter of getting the W's.
All right. You guys got plenty of offensive production in the second game, plenty of goal scorers. Tell me about the confidence boost that is to a lot of the guys who might have hit the scoring column for the first time tonight.
Well, it's a major boost. Sometimes guys get stuck with deer. Get the old adage, the deer in the headlights. They have an open shot and they pass it up because they're not hitting shots. The goalies at the Division I level are good, and when you can put the ball in the cage a few times, you get yourself on a roll and you build up your own confidence, and that's what we need. We need a game like this where we can score the ball, and we have a lot of opportunities to put the ball in the back of the net, and we did, and guys will score the ball. I'm not worried about that.
You guys played excellent defense in game two as well. You had Tom and Ian in at goalie. Tell me the importance about getting them in as well. That's just as important.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, everybody played this game. Basically, everybody played the game before. Which is big. I mean, we have a very young team, and there are established roles, but we're still trying to figure out where some other people can fit into the scheme. Guys are getting opportunities. Games like this, you get a lot of people looks and see what they can do, and going into California, it's gonna be the same thing. Coming back to finish league play and into championships we're gonna know what everyone can do for us.
Give me a brief outlook for California.
We play a couple of really tough teams, two of the best teams in the country, in Concordia and Cal Baptist, to get the tournament started, and they're playing top-notch ball. They're playing top 15, top 10 ball right now. So I mean, those are gonna be two extremely tough games for us. We'll learn a lot, and we'll learn a lot through the film sessions when you play a team like that. It's good. It's good to see what the better teams are doing, and you learn from them. And that will propel us into the convergence, and we'll have a chance to win some games and learn from those first two games and move forward. We're expecting a very good.
Matt, tell me about the experience getting this doubleheader in at home today, and the two games, two very different games. Just tell me about each one.
Yeah, well, the first one we knew what was going to happen coming in. We knew they were going to come out and fight, especially in our own pool, and they just played strong with us. They came out. We knew what they were going to do. We knew they were going to shoot. And we came out doing exactly what we wanted to do. But it's been a theme of our year. We sort of die down and don't play our own game. We play the game the other team wants us to play, and that's when we really get trapped.
You guys were able to get your offensive frustration out in the second game. Tell me about the importance of getting such a big offensive outburst in game two.
It's really important because hopefully this will get us into a good rhythm going into California, because you have to play flawless offense up in California because the defense is just tighter than they are out on the East Coast. They're more physical, so hopefully it'll get us into a good rhythm going into California.
All right. Tell me about the opportunity to get some young blood into the water as well during the second game.
It was a great opportunity because it's going to help us down the line. When we get to these big tournaments later in the year, we're playing like 2-3 games in a weekend, and sometimes in a day. We really need young guys to step up, give us blows, and just score for us too. And it's going to be. I'm really excited to see what everyone can do when the pressure's on in the postseason, because that's when it matters the most for us.
Connor, you guys were able to get a split today. Tell me about the importance of getting a second win after a real tough, hard-fought loss the first game?
Even though we had a tough loss, our first loss against Brown, we came out, everyone got to play today, and we ran the plays pretty well. And it's also, Conn College is also a league team, so it's nice to get a win.
All right, you guys put up 19 goals, the highest you put all season. Tell me about getting a strong offensive effort.
That's one of the good things about our team. We have a lot of strong shooters, and our team's definitely capable of getting open, and we have a lot of young guys who are able to shoot. It's definitely going to help us throughout the season, especially at the end in the playoffs.
Speaking about the young guys, tell me about the importance of the experience of the two games. They were very different in their tone. Just the overall importance of getting them in and getting the game action as well.
I mean, as being a sophomore now, you definitely need to get experience, and we've had freshmen in there playing very well already, and they're just going to keep getting more and more experience for end of the year, especially next year. We're going to be a very strong team. All
right, you guys had really wasn't your strongest offensive performance in the first game. What was it about? Was the game plan for the second game just constantly offensive pressure, offensive tone?
The game plan beginning for the second game was just coming out strong defensively, and that just led to a lot of offensive counterattacks where we got a lot of our goals, and just constantly driving on the offensive side to create separation from them.
Christian, you guys were able to earn a split. Tell me about the first game, specifically what the Brown game plan was that neutralized your offense a little much during the course of the game.
Well, as a team, they were solid. They were defending strongly. We had a couple of bad calls against us, but at the end of the day, we could have put away some chances that we didn't, and could have been better in the end.
All right, you guys were able to earn the split with a big, convincing win over Connecticut College. Tell me about the importance of getting that offensive attack, getting those 19 goals in that second game.
Yeah, well, it's always good for our confidence to get a lot of goals in. It always helps the team morale, gets the team closer together, and gives us more confidence for our next game. So when we go out there, we know what our mistakes are, what we need to work on, and hopefully get that goal scoring ability in the next game.
And talk about the importance of getting some of these young guys out into the game and getting active and a lot of playing time the second game.
It helps overall team experience. It'll get us better as a team, get us gelling as a team. It just helps us in general.
All right, you guys are making your traditional trip to the West Coast.
Yeah.
Tell me about the excitement, tell me about the experience of playing on the other side of the country.
Well, as you know, California is where water polo is the big sport, so it's actually I can't wait to get out there. Good weather, it's always good for you. Hopefully we get some good experience when we go out there and try to get some wins.